Arts integration is where we take the arts and we try to involve it in all of the aspects of the curriculum.
Simply put, I mean, it's teaching children curriculum through an art form.
Quadrilateral.
Down like the rain.
One of the great selling points about arts integration is you can do a lot with little.
We use plastic buckets to teach them how to do drums.
How many spaces are in a staff? 4. How many lines are in a staff? 5.
Now going to be. I was hoping it was awesome.
I look at the standards and see what needs to be taught. Then we come up with a theme.
For example, the kids are studying Egypt, and they've had a lot of projects on Egypt. They mummified a fish.
They went through the process of exactly what does it mean to mummify a fish, what did we use. We involved the mathematics. They had to weigh the fish, we had to measure the fish. And then of course we brought in other stories from about Egypt, the land forms.
But when they came here, I wanted to talk to them more about relief sculpture. So we took drywall and chunks of drywall and we got it wet so it became a little bit more soft and malleable, and they started carving into it. So they carved their own Egyptian images into that.
Now, I know in the lower grades like pre-K and kindergarten, they can actually ask the students, what do you want to study? And they're more free to do that kind of stuff. We, of course, I have certain guidelines I have to follow, so I'll tell the kids, okay, we have to study this.
You're trying to develop your own curriculum. You have got to make sure that you hit those standards, but it's supposed to be fun.
So I told them, I said, we have to study this, but these are the activities we're going to do.
Knock knock. Who's there? It's a big scary monster. Close the door.
Constantly kind of looking for opportunities that the kids present through their conversations and through talking with faculty too about things they're interested in. So you pick up on those little gems and you kind of run with it. Oh, you're into race cars. Okay, so now we can talk about the history of the Ford company, and then they can end up building their race cars, and then they can end up racing those race cars. And you just keep going and going with it, and once you get some momentum going, then it governs it itself.
That's the big thing. Is but how can we think creatively outside the box so that we can give the students what they need.
And when you see the kids really getting it and clicking and they're able to talk to each other in a civil way, and they're able to kind of bounce ideas off of each other, I mean, that's really cool to see.
They all have to work collaboratively. Everything they do, they're working with a group. It's smallest group is 4. It teaches them they have to take control, they have to lead, they have to learn the skills.
That's where we're heading. That is where we're at right now. Showing them and giving them the tools so that they can completely run the classroom virtually on their own.
So as you go along now, try to add some more variety to your colors that are on your picture. That's the way it's going to be. You're going to learn how to lead. You're going to learn how, we're not going to let anybody take it over from you. This is what you need to do to be a leader.
The great thing about the arts is it's a wonderful equalizer. You can differentiate learning. Kids that may not be on the same reading level as their classmates can still articulate and understand the content through dance, through music, through visual imagery, a lot of different ways.
Into their habitat. Okay.
It opens up other avenues for them to learn just as easily as the other students.
Being able to use your hands and being able to use all your senses, your smell, your hearing, your everything, and being completely immersed in it, and then also taking a great span of time that's dedicated to these projects.
A lot of schools are very rigid, it's textbook-based learning. Here we're not like that. We very rarely use the textbooks in my room. Everything I find is stuff that I've researched and pulled in and brought in from other areas.
Whether you're acting in a classroom, where you're having the kids do an open mic where they stand up and do their spoken word poems, or you're having them beat on paint buckets.
People would talk about it, I think it's talk about it.
I'm making a
If I didn't believe in it and believe that this is the only way to reach kids that otherwise are unreachable, then I wouldn't do it.
Come on.
This is 1 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show me this.
Makes you want to say, well, I don't want to miss today because I want to work on this project today.
If we can get kids and have tangible data to track gains through arts integration, then all the naysayers will be silenced. I tell them all the time that art is simply anything you make that's meaningful, and that's really what we're doing.